Shut up, Ma. I'm with my friends.
Hi, Mrs.
Hi,
Krupowitz.
Mrs. Krupowitz.
What are you doing down there that's so important?
Well, you see, let's to put it simply, Ma. It's time for Talkin' Nerdy, the nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me. Oh my. Oh my, indeed, you are listening to Talking Nerdy, the nerdy talk show where I ask my lovely guests.
Oh, you mean guest?
Guests to talk nerdy to me. So you know what? Tonight, it is just myself and DJ Orange.
Yep.
And if you are on YouTube and watching the live stream, you probably know that the title of this episode is Totally Sick, Dude. And while we are going to talk about some pretty sick topics, the reason it's called Totally Sick, Dude is because I'm totally sick, dude.
Yeah, you've been gone for 4 days.
I have been asleep for 4 days. So yeah. And those of you who are listening are probably wondering where Scuddy is. Well, Scuddy, in her infinite wisdom, decided to go to a con. I can't say I blame her.
Yeah, I don't.
She is at TeslaCon 2017. So, I'm going to expect a full report from her when she gets back next week. What do you think?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's kick things off with that totally sick news. Let's start with that Pokemon news.
Yeah.
So, earlier today, Pokemon posted to their YouTube channel a video which showcased some of the upcoming events and features of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, which a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm not going to get the Ultra Sun and Moon because it's Sun and Moon again. You should get it.
Except for, all those criminal teams that we've been fighting for the past 20, 21 years now?
Yeah.
They're back.
Oh, with a passion.
Oh, they're back with a passion. The first thing they announced is that Giovanni and Team Rocket are back. And they are no longer just Team Rocket. They are Team Rainbow Rocket. And they are back and out for vengeance.
Yeah.
Woo!
Doesn't help the fact that now Giovanni has Mewtwo.
Yeah, Giovanni has Mewtwo. And you know who else is back?
Everybody else.
Archie and Team Aqua.
Yep.
Maxie and Team Magma.
Yep.
Let's see. Cyrus and Team Galactic. Who else? Getsis and Team Plasma. I think Colress was in there too, which he was in the other game.
And the leader of Team Flare.
Oh, yes, Lysandre, or Lysander, however you want to pronounce it. Lysandre. Sounds a bit more imposing. Yeah, they're all back. And Team Skull is obviously still there. So, that's a thing.
And apparently you got to fight through them.
Oh, we have no idea how they're going to be implemented, but they are there. And that's exciting. The other thing that was announced in that video was legendary Pokemon. Not new ones or anything, like...
All of them.
All of them. If it existed as a legendary Pokemon, guess where it's going to be? In Ultra Sun and Moon, through the Ultra Wormholes. It's so exciting!
That actually explains a few things.
Oh, like what?
Like these certain Pokemons that can bend reality.
Oh, well, Dialga and Palkia, bending space and time. Sure. Actually, I didn't see Arceus on that in the video.
No, there's no Arceus yet.
Yeah, well, that we know of. They just didn't showcase it. So
That's why I said yet.
Yet. Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, if Arceus isn't behind this, then I don't know who is. God of Pokemon. The one you pray to when you need to catch that one Pokemon in the game. The one who you pray to get that good pack draw from your Pokemon cards. You know, that guy.
With a Dusk Ball.
What? Dusk Balls are great, but I'm one of those weird guys who likes to go in there and catch a Pokemon with like a ball that really suits them, even if it doesn't mean a good catch rate. So like, I caught Lunala in a Moonball because, Lunala in a Moonball. The icon, the legendary of Pokemon Moon, I put in a Moonball.
It's like the Primal Kyogre, which a friend of mine did in a Premier Ball.
That's really cool. I love using Premier Balls for certain things. I think I put Solgaleo in one. Let's see. What I like catching Kyogre in the dive ball. Sometimes I catch him in a great ball, though, because the colors kind of match up pretty well. Let's see. Who else? It just kind of depends.
And then the other thing, to get back to the topic at hand, is stickers.
Oh, yeah. So there are now totem stickers, I believe they called them, or tribal stickers around the Alola region. And if you collect them, you can catch totem Pokemon. The totem Pokemon. You can catch the totem, well, at least they said totem-sized Pokemon.
Yeah, like the Mantis that's the size of you.
Yeah, you can catch the Gumshoes, which is bigger than you, the Lurantis that's bigger than you. Who else did they show? I'm hoping that you can catch the Hakomo-O. That is bigger it's already bigger than you.
Yeah.
But even bigger than you. Like, that's just, I want that. I want that real bad. Oh, you know what's hilarious?
What?
Literally a minute ago, Kotaku just posted a link to that what we were just talking about.
Yep.
20 years of Pokemon villains join forces in Ultra Sun and Moon. Oh, God. Oh, God.
They put their differences aside to fight trainers.
They never had any differences because they never ran into each other. Like, yes, they do in the anime because Team Rocket just goes everywhere. But oh my God, I'm so excited for this. And as you know, and as many of our listeners know, I have the special edition Steelbook on the way. Comes out November 17th, which is also the day that Skyrim comes out for the Switch. But, I've already got 300 plus hours in Skyrim. I'm not exactly just going to buy it again.
That's to say the Switch games are coming out rapidly and people are loving them.
I'm totally going to buy it again. But you didn't hear that from me.
Like the latest thing that came out last Friday.
Oh, yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. But before we move on to that, I want to talk more about Pokemon because there's some really exciting Pokemon news. So it's a really good week to be a Pokemon fan. Tomorrow is the official release. Well, not lease. I mean, we're not leasing this.
You've been sick for a few days.
My mind is goop.
Yes.
Yes. It's about as effective as all those, what's her name? That lady, Gwyneth Paltrow, goop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how effective my brain is right now. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Crimson Invasion, the most recent Pokemon TCG expansion, officially releases tomorrow on the 3rd of November. Because, we're in November now. Isn't that weird? I could have swore yesterday was September.
Yeah,
I skipped a few months in my head.
Yeah.
It's fine, really.
The first was yesterday.
I know it was. I'm just saying, time has flown. Anyway, that's not the only big news that comes out. You know what else comes out this weekend? For 2 days only? Actually, no, it's not 2 days only. And I'll go back to that for a second. Pokemon the movie I Choose You. That re-release, sort of rehash of the original first episode of Pokemon anime. That is out this weekend for 2 days. Except because it was so popular, the company running this, Fathom Events, added 2 showtimes on November 11th and November 14th. So if you didn't get your tickets ahead of time, which you should have, because it really sold out.
So they're showing it again before Thanksgiving.
They are showing it again before Thanksgiving, and I think that's it.
Because Thanksgiving has a lot of movies coming out.
There is a benefit to having ordered your tickets and gotten to the first one. There's an exclusive Pokemon card that comes with the screening, which has a Pikachu wearing Ash's hat from the movie. Gosh, I hope they have them at the theater I'm going to, because I'll be really upset if they don't. And it also comes with a QR code. And this QR code unlocks a bunch of things. A new event in Ultra Sun and Moon. A Pikachu wearing Ash's hat from the movie in the game. And I think that's it. But the in-game event, who knows what you're going to get from that, you know? So I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Maybe for the first time, Ash Ketchum will wind up in a game.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing, but it took its time.
It's taken 20 years, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm really excited, and I really highly recommend you go see it if you can. I mean, Japan got to see it in July.
Well, technically, it took 20 years to get Fred back in the game.
No, it didn't. They did it less than 20 years, because, I mean, he was in gold and silver.
This is true.
He was in fire red and leaf green, heart gold, soul silver.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, it's been a while, but at least he ages.
Which is a good thing.
That it is a good thing. It is a realistic thing to happen. More Pokemon news. Like, there is a lot of Pokemon news this week.
I'm thinking November is probably Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, considering a week from today, the 1000th episode of the Pokemon anime series will air in Japan, not here. We are quite a bit behind. But TV Tokyo, which is the TV, it's like just the TV station
For most of anime.
One of the big TV stations. The other one I know of is TBS, not our TBS. I think Tokyo Broadcasting System. They are doing for the next 8 weeks an event where they are giving out prizes like copies of Ultra Sun and Moon, the Pokemon Center's original new 2DS LL, which is their XL, with Pikachu's face on it. It's adorable, by the way. Rotom Encyclopedia DX. I don't know what that is, but it looks really cool. Pokemon Z Power Ring Special Set, which features, I don't know, it looks really cool.
So what you're saying is November is Pokemon month.
It's kind of turned into Pokevember. That's it. I've called it. It is now Pokevember. Goodbye, November. We are going to do Pokevember. Let's make this a thing. Hashtag Pokevember, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm typing that into the YouTube chat.
Well, that makes sense, especially with Pokemon fighting game and everything like that going nuts.
Oh, Pokemon Tournament DX, right?
Yeah.
How is that doing? I didn't buy it because, like, I'm terrible at fighting games.
The competitive scene has now come full circle.
Has it? Interesting.
The people that are now playing it, they are playing against the people that are doing it professionally when the original one for the Wii came out.
Oh.
I mean, the Wii U. But still.
I see.
It's very interesting.
You know what I just realized? December is also Pokemon Profile Picture Month.
Yes.
So, like...
It's like...
Yeah, I mean, in December, my profile picture on the DJ Frost at WLMC Facebook page,
technically...
shameless plug, is going to change into a Pokemon.
Yeah, that makes sense. But technically, it's the year of Kirby, but at the same time, it's more Pokemon than it is. So I'm wondering if next year is Pokemon.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
But, the people have been giving a lot of flack to the Ultra Moon and Sun games.
I don't know why. I mean, they're literally making them better.
They wanted them on the Switch.
And
I'm like, you're getting one in the Switch.
Eventually.
Give them a year.
Give them a couple years, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, they are kind of phasing out the 3DS, but I don't know if it's going to go away.
And
I don't think it will. I think it'd be very, very tough to get rid of such a popular system.
there's a lot more games coming out for the 3DS that happens to be in the RPG standard.
I know. Well, the 3DS has been home to a lot of RPGs of late. It's a great home for them, you know?
Yeah, and that's where it's going. And people are like, put it on the Switch. I'm like, no.
Well, yes, put it on the Switch, too. Like Fire Emblem Warriors. That was a great thing they did. They put it on the Switch. It's phenomenal on the Switch. But there's no phenomenal counter tonight. Scotty isn't here.
I know. I'm keeping it up here.
You know what? I'm going to set one up for myself because I can do this. Maybe.
Yeah, you got one.
I'm at 1. Cool.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Anyway, it's phenomenal. Yeah, I'm at 2.
Yeah.
And what was really great is they put it on the 3DS as well as the Switch.
I gotta say the graphics were, but still, the gameplay was actually decent.
The graphics were, because the Switch, they were great.
But they get working on a 3DS. And
the graphics on the 3DS weren't great?
Yeah, but I'm like, you know what? At least the gameplay is interesting.
I'm sure it was good for the 3DS, the graphics.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're always going to get better graphics on a console rather than a handheld.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's how it is sometimes.
Well, it's better than what the other game companies are doing at the moment.
And what are you referring to?
Well, the the Xbox and PlayStation.
What about them?
Lack of games.
Yeah, I think they're kind of winding down and trying to gear up for the next whatever.
No. The next thing they're gearing up for, which was leaked, was the Black Friday commercials.
Oh, are they really?
Advertising these bad games.
Like which games?
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War is actually a really good gameplay game. It's just the lore didn't make people happy.
The car game.
Which one? Forza.
Forza,
or what's Gran Turismo?
Yeah, Gran Turismo, and
those are the ones.
Yeah, and Assassin's Creed Origin.
Let's talk about that for a moment, all right? Assassin's Creed Origins just came out.
Yep.
I don't remember there being a big, hubbub about it. It just released.
It just released.
When did it actually come out? Like, I'm actually really curious.
It just squeaked by with all the other things that came out, apparently. And it's like, wait, it's out?
Yeah. Hold on, Google's being...
And their Black Friday thing that's the main thing. And I'm like, really? You want to go with that?
So, you know why we didn't hear much about Assassin's Creed Origins? It came out on October 27th.
Yep.
You know what else came out on October 27th?
Yeah, that thing.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Which is taking the internet by storm.
Apparently, it's got great reviews. Like, it's got 9s at Assassin's Creed Origins, that is. But I've heard there's some really terrifying things about it.
It's a little glitchy.
Yeah. Well, it apparently uses 80% of your CPU.
On some of the new 4K things.
No, on your computer. Like, this is...
Oh, that's not good.
And Ubisoft is denying it up and down the wall, because of course they are. I've heard there's some really terrifying glitches that can happen. Like, really bad graphical issues with models. Like, worse than BioShock.
Ugh.
Or was it... No, was it BioShock? Or was it Mass Effect?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Sorry, BioShock is good. Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect, you mean Andromeda.
That one, yeah, it's worse than that.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I mean, the game looks really, really cool.
Yes, it does, and it fills in some origin stories about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I mean, the game itself looks really great. But
the storyline is pretty good. The gameplay, no.
I've heard the gameplay is kind of good, but there's just some glaring issues you can't ignore.
They turned it into a role-playing game.
Did they?
You have to actually kill the level that you're currently at in order to level up.
That's been there for a while, though.
No, I mean, like, literally, you can't actually go after other people like they did in the other ones.
Oh.
Which makes it so it's a tad bit more, you have to level up.
I see.
So, yeah, they said that at E3, and people were like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'd be like, what? Assassin's Creed was just great for being like a sandbox game.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you played it.
Yeah, in Origins, they took it out and put RPG mechanics in.
Huh.
So you actually have to level up by taking off the story elements and the lower level things.
Yeah. Okay, so I just was scrolling through the news, and I took a full look at the art they released for the whatchamacallit, the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon news they did today.
Yeah.
It's not Cyrus, it's Faba.
Yeah.
From the Aether Foundation. So literally all the teams with all the bad guys.
Including the new one.
Including the new ones. And apparently you team up with Wick and Guzma. Like, you're like the main character, Sun, or it's Sun, I don't know what they're naming the new ones.
Yeah.
Is standing with an Incineroar, which, not a good choice. Tsarina, which is amazing. Alolan Ninetales, also really awesome. Actually, Alolan Ninetales I really like. One of my favorite Alolan forms.
Yeah, we
actually,
know.
my favorite Alolan form. Alolan Raichu, Lycanroc Dusk form, awesome choice. And Toucanon, with Sophocles on the ground, just like hiding, really kind of weirdly between Incineroar's legs. Don't ask me why. Wake over to the side, eating Malasadas, and Guzma standing there with like a cross-armed thing. And they're all standing in front of Team Rainbow Rocket's headquarters. So, this is going to be amazingly epic. Like, this, I want a poster of this and hang it up somewhere.
I think they want to go out with a bang with a 3DS before they put it on the Switch.
I don't even know. And people are like, well, what about the timeline? I thought Lysandra and Cyrus were dead. Well, details.
Well, it does.
No. They didn't actually die. They went into alternate dimensions. So remember in this can't be spoilers. Generation 4 came out ages ago.
Yeah.
Cyrus, in the portal that Dialga and or Palkia, depending on which version you're playing, create.
Yeah.
And Giratina in Platinum, actually. Well, Giratina intervenes, but he runs into it.
Yeah.
That's a lot like an ultra wormhole, isn't it?
It's alternate dimensions.
Right. Lysandra does this. Actually, that's still in spoiler range, but he does the same thing.
Yeah.
He runs into this alternate dimension, this alternate new world he has created. Where does it go? I don't know, but it sounds an awful lot like wormholes. Starting to sound fishy. Maxie and Archie, they actually kind of in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they kind of mend their ways a little bit.
Especially since they tried to destroy the world.
Well, yeah, I mean, they didn't realize what the crap they were doing, but then they did it. And they kind of repent a little bit, but like, there was some really fun talk in the end of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, like, in another world, we would have been on the same team and we would have been fighting that guy.
Yeah.
Wormhole theory, they've just been building it up. So, honestly,
they're building more of the lore of the world.
Kind of. It's kind of what they do with the Outrealms in Fire Emblem. It lets them connect the storylines without having to really, really connect the storylines, because some of them get really, really confusing. Also, it allows
unless you understand the lore and understand it.
It's still it's still confusing because every playthrough is its own universe, because every playthrough is different.
I'm talking like the canonical one, like Shadow Dragon.
Regardless, they are still all different because in each one you make different decisions and battles play out differently. Especially the later games like Awakening and Fates, you marry characters in that.
Yep.
That has a lot of different combinations. So it's not infinite, of course, but it's very, very large.
No, I've played all the combinations. It took time.
Oh, I know. So like, but within each game, you can only do so many. You can't marry the same person off to like 5 different people to get all the support conversations. You have to do that over and over.
It gets tedious.
It does get tedious. My point is, they are all connected by the Outrealm gates where crazy stuff happens.
Yeah. And apparently all the Outrealm gates are actually connected, which is like, okay.
Right. They're connected by some chaos, eldritch power thing. And, yeah.
Known as the Dragon Gate.
Yep. Yeah, well, Dragon's Gate is usually where it comes out of, because the dragons in Fire Emblem have all the power.
There's usually 3.
There are some. Number varies.
Yeah, but normally there's either 2 or 3.
Yeah, but they've gotten really weird numbers before. Anyway, my point being,
not including the Dragonkin.
Not the Manakete, no.
No.
Or the Laguz, the Dragon Laguz from the Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That aside, remember that in Pokemon, you've also got these infinite amount of playthroughs. The story relatively is the same, but your teams are different, your actions are different. things of that nature.
So you're trying to say that each different version, when you each time play it, is like an alternate dimension.
Kind of. So when you're playing through...
You're getting scientifical.
Yeah, even red and blue, they are separate dimensions that are almost exactly identical.
Yep.
I mean, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of a really cool way that they've been connecting the universes. And now with the ultra wormholes,
which can connect them.
Yeah, we have no idea. Honestly.
Because we're tapped into a world where there's ultra beasts. It's like,
yeah. Well, the ultra beasts themselves are a whole another story. But, I mean, just think about it. It's really, really cool. Like, phenomenal. It's just phenomenal.
Yep. 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 Oh, boy. Lovely.
I know. Wow. Yeah, sorry. I was having a little bit of coffee. Remember the whole I'm sick thing? Yeah, it's still going on. But anyway.
Trying to talk.
I should probably go grab a cough drop. But, you know, I neglected to bring them in. Oh, you got me covered, don't you? DJ Orange is always prepared. Thank you so much, Orange. Always prepared with the cough drops. But yes, so if you hear some clicking around, that's the cough drop in my mouth. I apologize.
Well, you've been sick for 4 days.
Yeah, I have been sick for 4 days.
And if you were an internet personality, you would be literally dead.
Probably. Who's dead now in the internet world?
Nobody. Everybody's back.
I thought Markiplier was taking a break.
Oh, no, he's back.
Oh, he's back? I thought he was going to take a longer vacation.
He did. Then he got basically people saying, "Why are you dead?"
That's funny.
Nobody in YouTube can take a break without the fandom panicking.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't upload at least one thing.
Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
That he was slowly losing subscribers too.
Really? That's silly.
I know, but that's because of the new trends that when the people want to take a break, give them a break. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they unsubscribe from them and then move on to something else because the internet culture.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's how channels die and how channels survive.
Uh-huh. But, you know, they must think we're really dead because we only post once a week.
Mind you, it's internet.
It is the internet. I mean, even an hour is like a year, right? I mean, seriously.
Dude, yes. I want to know who wants to. I want to see somebody who takes the things and looks at like an hour to 2 hour show and then convert it into years in internet time.
Yeah. So here's a question for you, and I'm putting this out to all of our listeners. And if you want to respond to me, the YouTube chat is a great option. I'm watching that constantly. You can message me at DJ Frost WLMC on Twitter. Yeah, you can do that on Twitter, and you can also on Facebook message me. So yeah, tweet at me at DJ Frost WLMC. Definitely a good idea. My question is, who's your favorite YouTuber? And you can break it down by category because I know it's hard.
I have so many.
I know you do. That's why I'm saying let's break it down by category. And then why? I mean, I'll start if you want me to, because you probably need a little bit of time. So I'm going to break it down into at least 3 categories.
Mm-hmm.
So the first category is Pokemon card openings. I've talked to you about this at length, but it's Derium's Pokemon. They are really great. They upload every day, and they've got multiple channels. So they've got just straight up card openings. They've got a box a day channel where they open up a box a day sometimes when they're feeling it. They've been lacking lately. And they also have a competitive channel, which is really cool for somebody who isn't in the competitive scene like myself, to see like what's going on, what's in the meta game there, what's in the just what's kind of happening. Like, I have an idea of a deck I want to build, but I got to wait for, like, the singles from Crimson Invasion to come out and all that stuff. So I really enjoy watching them, and they seem like genuinely good people. Like, remember in early Sun and Moon TCG?
Yeah.
The packs were really easy to not weigh out, but, like, there was a system to it. So if you opened up one thing, you could find the rest of the good packs and leave them all just with nothing. Yeah. He refused to show that. And he was keeping a watch on it. He's like, look, I'm going to tell you not to buy stuff unless you buy a whole box. Because of this exact issue. Well, he refused for the longest time to show everything. And then he finally, once they'd fixed the problem, showed it. And was like, look, this is how it's done. You know, if you did this, that's you, whatever. I'm not going to do it because it's against my morals.
Yep.
He also, he also runs a shop. It's called Derium's, and it's in Ohio.
So he takes all the cards that he gets and puts them in the show.
No. He hates selling stuff to people because he's like, we're doing this because we enjoy doing this and we want you to enjoy doing it. I feel really bad about doing it and like telling you to buy stuff, but you all keep wanting to buy stuff from me. So, okay. But then he's also got two other guys and one of them has no problem saying, okay, we're going to put this on the eBay store. We're going to put this on this store, blah, 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 blah. Because, you know, he's there to make sure that they actually have a business to run. So that's my favorite Pokemon card opening. I absolutely hate Unlisted Leaf. He's kind of a dick. Anyway, my second category is Minecraft.
You have a ton.
Oh boy, do I watch a ton. But my favorite out of them, consistently my favorite, is Mumbo Jumbo. Like, he's got just a charisma to him. I just enjoy listening to his videos. There's just nothing about it. You just got to love it. He does Let's Plays. He does Redstone videos. The amount of times he's helped me out, not him personally, but his videos.
Explaining things.
Exactly. You know, he doesn't
the mechanics of Minecraft.
Yeah, he doesn't just say, this is where you put a repeater, this is where you put a thing. No.
Since
he explains how they work and why.
Since the new update, which broke everything.
It didn't, though. Not all of it.
Some things.
Like, what do you mean?
Some redstone things.
Yeah, but they were technically bugs that they were exploiting.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. I mean, some honorable mentions for my Minecraft YouTubers. I love Exumavoid, Iscal85, Tango Tech. They're all really great. I love Grian, too. Grian's running a SMP, or Surfer Multiplayer, which is Evolution, which basically started out in 1.2, Minecraft 1.2 beta.
And working their way up.
They're working their way up. I think they just got to 1.3 or 4.
Oh, that's when it got fun.
It is. And then they're going to go to official release and go on from there. But they're still in beta. They might even be in 1. No, they're definitely in 1.4 or 5. I can't remember. Maybe 1.7. I don't remember.
When the Nether became a thing.
Yes. Maybe. I can't remember where they are.
Because in order to generate the Nether, you had to make a Nether reactor, which took a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, and my third category, and unless I think about anything else, is like science. Actually, I'll go with the fourth category in a minute. Science. I love SciShow and all its affiliates, SciShow Space and SciShow Psych. They have a psychology channel. I love learning stuff. Absolutely love it. I get so much cool information from them. It's run by Hank Green. Really cool guy. Never met him. I wish I did. But yeah, no, I love SciShow. The other one I really, really like is Today I Found Out. That's the name of the channel. And they post a video every day about stuff. It could be science, history, miscellaneous, that kind of thing.
I know. I saw you watch one about showering.
Did I? Which one?
The showering. You know, showering.
No, I know, like hygiene.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that was about. Oh, it was about the people. Did they actually shower? Yeah, that was really cool. They got some really cool topics, like do trees poop? They do, kind of. But not in the way that we do.
They make good soil.
They do. Kind of. Well, that's not related. Anyway, my miscellaneous category. Now, obviously, my favorite in the miscellaneous category is clearly the Talking Nerdy YouTube channel. Clearly.
Shameless plug.
So shameless. I am so phenomenally shameless. But besides that, in the miscellaneous category, I guess I really like MXR mods. He does the Skyrim and Fallout mods. I watch him occasionally. I guess that could technically fall under gaming, but we're not going to worry about it. He's hilarious. I feel bad for him because like YouTube is pulling all their content because YouTube is doing all that craziness right now with the advertisings and stuff.
Demonetization because it's not friendly, and thus they get pulled.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous.
This is why most YouTubers now have gone to Patreon.
Yeah, they have Patreon to back up, and also they stream on Twitch because Twitch still lets them make money, and or they go to other video services. Yeah, it's
YouTube has been cracking down and becoming more not friendly.
No, it's just
and not telling the content creators about it.
Yeah,
which is not good.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I don't know. What about you, Orange? I've been talking for a while.
I have a few.
Okay, well, please elaborate.
Well,
I guess we can go by category. I mean,
yeah, my category is reactors.
Reactors?
Yes, I watch.
Oh, like reaction videos. Got it. Okay, so who's your favorite in the reaction videos?
The Renegade Media Corporation.
Okay.
Or Renegade Media, which is interesting because they do a lot. They also have their own gaming website and everything like that, and then they stream and do things. And they're a bunch of nerds.
Well, that's always good.
So they do things and talk about things, and it's an interesting perspective.
That is really cool. I should check them out. The Reactors.
Renegade Media.
Renegade Media. Got it. So check that out under Orange's recommendation.
And as far as this is a weird theme. It's Minecraft, but scripted Minecraft and doing role playing in Minecraft.
So it's not a SMP. It's a kind of like a Let's Play. No.
It's scripted, meaning people have characters, but the medium is Minecraft.
So it's like Minecraft machinima.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's really cool.
And the person who does that is Afmao.
Okay. Now, I know you watch a lot of Let's Plays for video games.
Oh, I watch a lot. And the person that I watch is the number one person who does the 99.9% Let's Play with a commentary, which is Tetra Ninja.
Tetra Ninja. Yeah, I've heard that name before. And they're really good?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's see. Anything else, like miscellaneous categories, things like that?
People that I watch for fun is a toss-up between Markiplier and Jesse Cox.
Yeah. Markiplier was missing, and now he's back?
He's back. He's doing some weird things, but he's back.
I mean, let him do whatever he wants, He did a country.
Film noir sort of skit.
That's kind of really awesome, actually.
Most of the characters were him.
That's great. That's really fantastic, actually. I'm really, really cool with that. Let's see.
But other than that, I've been watching weird things.
Weird things?
Well, mostly Minecraft Let's Plays and things of that.
That's not really weird, though.
And a few other modded series by different people that I know about that, interesting. Like Hermitcraft and Fullcraft.
Yep.
And Trollville.
Trollville? Is that where they just troll each other all day, or what?
It's using the Trollcraft mod pack.
Oh. I don't know that mod pack.
You don't want to know that mod pack.
I don't want to know that mod pack. Okay, moving on.
It has some interesting elements like chance cubes and Chad's decahedrons and the giant chance cube.
Yeah, those are in Fullcraft too. Those are in a lot of things. They're like,
well, the whole purpose of Trollcraft is actually trolling your friends.
Is it really?
By using all these different mods.
That's amazing.
Because they got ghost blocks.
No.
And wooden spikes.
No. Oh, that's mean.
But it has other other things, and Minecraft comes alive also.
I love that mod.
So
it can get really creepy though, a little bit.
Yeah. And a few other things that are mythical and you don't want to mess with.
Oh.
Like some of the monsters that you have to level up your actual hunting skill in order to kill them.
Oh. Okay. So it's kind of like Sprout, that mod pack?
Yeah, with the giant button creatures that have the X's and swords across them.
Oh. I'll have to look into that.
It's an interesting mod pack.
It sounds really interesting.
And it's a bunch of server owners playing together.
Well, I mean, that's typical, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like Zine, for instance.
Yeah, I don't know them, but
Hypixel.
oh, Hypixel. Sure.
People that own Hypixel.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like, it's interesting.
It sounds really interesting, yeah. All right, let's see. Moving on. Oh, you know what comes out tomorrow?
Many things.
Okay, how about specifically?
I don't know.
Thor Ragnarok.
That's true.
Yeah. So, I've seen a few little things on it, not too much. It looks like a good movie, though.
They're already talking about the science of how to destroy Thor's hammer.
Yeah, his hammer gets destroyed. Like, it's in the trailer. His hammer gets destroyed by some lady. And you're
Hell.
like, what?
Hell.
Yes. And you're like, didn't know that was possible. How are they going to fix it?
No.
Well, and then he has to fight against the Hulk. And, what's his name? I think it might have been either Stephen Colbert or Jimmy Kimmel.
Yep.
They were like, it should be not the Thor, it should be Thulk.
Yep.
Thor and Hulk. Because it really is like
Well,
both.
in the comics, he actually does become like one of the welcome persons of Asgard, the only Avenger.
Yes, actually. And apparently he spends most of his time in Hulk form.
Yep.
So Mark Ruffalo's pretty awesome. Let's see. I might go see it, but as I said, the movie that I'm looking for is Pokemon I Choose You.
And then there's the other ones that are getting the buzz of late, which is Star Wars.
Yeah. The trailer for that, or something for that, just came out recently, right?
The second trailer, which fills in a little bit more, but at the same time, like, you want to go see it.
Yep. So we're not going to talk about it because, A, I haven't been keeping up with the Star Wars movies because I'm a bad nerd. B, Star Wars is like, yeah, I like it just fine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like,
I'll be stuck here.
Yeah, really?
Because I'm graduating.
Oh, right, yeah. You can see it after that.
Yes, I'll see it after that, but I'll be like, I don't want to go out because I got the thing in the morning.
Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying again? Oh, yeah, it's a great series, sure, but like, I much prefer anime and fantasy over sci-fi. Well, anime, manga, light novels, I enjoy that.
Then you should enjoy the new lore that with the Star Wars books that have recently come out.
I want to take a look at them maybe, but as I said, I've got a list.
Yeah, the first one I'm going to recommend to you is Thrall.
I've heard that one was good.
Yeah, it was one of the top 5 best sci-fi books of 2017.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean,
it takes a look in the life of the Grand Admiral Thrall.
Huh. Oh, and the other big reason that I don't want to talk about it is because, like, spoilers. Like, I know people like myself avoid trailers and stuff because they don't want to know anything.
Yeah, because
I did that with Sun
I don't
and
know
Moon.
why, in the infinite wisdom of Hollywood, you leak half the movie.
It's because you don't realize that half the movie's been leaked until you go see it, and then you're like, well, that was disappointing. Meh. You know.
And people say that Hollywood's running out of ideas, and it's true.
They kind of are.
Some of the new movies that they're planning on making into films, I'm like, no.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
Including some of the animated ones.
Especially the animated ones. I'm sorry, but just no.
Like Emoji.
No, that movie flopped, didn't it?
No, it made bank.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Oh, no, there's no way it could have.
It's in that category. It's so horrible, but it's good.
I'm looking this up. I have to. I hope to God that it didn't.
It made bank.
Okay, it got a... There's no way it did. And I'll tell you why. It has a 2.6 out of 10 on IMDb, has a 9% out of Rotten Tomatoes, and half out of 4 on some other site. And
2.
So...
It made money back.
It actually made money. Oh, my God.
It's the so bad it's good category.
No, it's just bad. But a lot of people went to see it. And I imagine that was because of kids. Straight up.
It made money back. It made 2 something.
It made $207 million. I have lost faith in humanity. I'm sorry.
That's why I said it made bank.
That's really low in terms of what movies can make, though.
Mind you, it's animated, but still. They save some money there.
Yeah. Well, let's just look at a comparison, actually. Let me see.
The so bad it's good category?
Yeah. So, Deadpool
Yep.
made $783 million.
Yep.
That's making bank.
But they made back what they needed.
Deadpool made more than they needed. Yeah.
It's true.
But, like, that's a flop. The Emoji Movie was a flop.
They still made money.
They made money, but they lost so much rep.
Actually, they're still making money because it's still in the international market.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, no. This literally just popped up. You can talk with Pikachu with Google Home or Amazon Alexa in Japan. No, this just came out. That's amazing. That I want that. Why can't I have that, Japan?
Because it's Japan.
I know. But still, I want that. That's not fair. Japan gets all the cool stuff.
Why? Yeah, of course they do.
Why do they get all the cool stuff, Orange?
I don't know, because it's where they find the things, and it's a small country.
Yeah. So I just clicked on one of the, Tokyo Otaku Mode.
Yep.
That nerd amazingness. Well, I just clicked on a statuette of Rory from Gate, the anime Gate.
Mm-hmm.
It's $179 with 10% off. That is with the 10% off. What?
Mm-hmm.
Just what? I'm not paying $200 for it. It is almost a foot tall though. But like, still, what?
Well, at least you can look for something for next May because that's coming out.
What?
The Han Solo trilogy.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, no.
And Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Huh?
With Jeff Goldblum.
Jurassic Park with Jeff Goldblum. Okay, why not? Is there anything you wanted to bring up today? Oh? No, not really?
No.
Let's see. Let me look up a nerdy topic. I don't know.
There's many things. Many, many things.
There are many, many, many things. Something I've been lacking is watching anime. I've been terrible about it.
I have. The only one that it's actually good this season is Black Clover.
Really? Food Wars isn't good?
Well, Food Wars is good, but everything else is just, wow, what happened to you, Japan?
I mean, they have to have an off season every once in a while. I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure there's other ones that are good.
What I'm waiting for is the winter because we're having Godzilla anime.
Oh, yeah.
Which I gotta say, what?
Yeah.
And a few other things come out on the winter.
Yep, I'm looking it up right now. So, actually, Ancient Magus' Bride is doing really well, I've heard.
That is also doing well, but everything else is like everything else is musical. Why? That's what I've heard in the anime circles.
I'm trying to see what's going off. Let's see. The second season of Humoto Umaro-chan.
Yes, and also the second season of Overlord.
That's not out this season, but no, Himoto Umaro-chan is this season currently.
Yes.
Let me check next season, actually.
That's when they said it.
Yeah. Well, not that. Oh, they don't even have it up yet.
Mine does.
I'm on Anichart. That's yeah. I'm sure it will. There's a TBA. Yeah, hold on. Just looking things up. Oh, Attack on Titan is gonna
I have a
the third season. Next spring, I believe. So that's exciting for Attack on Titan fans. They released the first visual for it. Looks pretty imposing.
A little bit.
Not just a little bit, a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. We will see. Let's see what else is going on in the world of nerd. There's probably tons. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Overlord 2 is coming out next. I knew that. I talked about that. Yeah, I don't know. It's coming out eventually. Anichart was not showing me 2018 winter. I guess technically it falls under... No, it doesn't fall under 2017.
It's 2017-2018 winter.
But it falls under 2018 winter because 2017 winter had Konosuba 2 on it. And Konosuba 2 was earlier this year.
But that means it's still going to go on through winter.
No, Konosuba 2 is done ending. The point is, yes, the winter is going to start 2018. It goes winter, spring, summer, fall for anime seasons in a year.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, they don't have it up to date just yet. But, yeah, I don't know. We will find out. You know what we should do? We should put it to the listeners to give us a topic to talk about. Don't you think?
Yeah.
So you hear that, listeners. Type something in the YouTube chat. Send me a message. Tweet at me at DJFrostWLMC. That sort of stuff. Send me stuff. I want to talk. I don't know. Give us a really good topic because, there's only 2 of us and our voices get tired really quick and we run out of videos real quick.
If you want to talk animated related, how about Funimation being owned by Sony now?
Oh, yeah, that happened. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not happy, are you?
Nah, I mean, it'll be okay. I'm sure. Because, the same CEO or whoever was in charge is still in charge.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. So long as things don't change too drastically.
You never know.
Yeah, it should be okay. Let's see. What else? I mean, that is pretty big news. But it's that. Yeah, cool. Why not? Why not? Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing that happened.
I think they're trying to, with their, with video games of Sony and everything like that, trying to get more anime in.
I think they're doing the best they can. And I think Sony has to diversify more than they have.
Yeah. So,
I mean, at least Funimation now has the big backer of Sony behind it. So,
yep,
that could be good. If they don't move everything around and start changing things up.
But it could also be bad because of YouTube.
Maybe, but not really.
Not like Sony taking all the things of people reviewing all the animes.
I think it'll be fine. Because it's going to be run...
Time will tell.
Yeah. It's going to be run the same as it was, from what I can understand. So, everything should be okay. But, you never know.
Well, we live in a toxic community.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this, if not last week, a couple weeks ago, but some video game communities have gotten really toxic. It's not... I don't know. It's just not cool. I mean, can't we all just get along? I mean, I guess not, but...
No. Because they only see the dollar signs and not the actual camaraderie.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with the loot boxes, right?
Oh, which actually I think is still talked about in the parliament at the moment.
Loot boxes?
Yeah, because they're trying to make them illegal.
Where?
In Britain.
Good for them. Which I said last week, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't know.
Because it's considered gambling.
It is gambling. You can't deny that. It is technically gambling. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Oh, Halloween.
Yeah.
So that was this week. And as per usual, guess what happened?
You got sick.
Well, no, that's new, actually. No, a lot of the mangaka and people that tweeted out all kinds of cool Halloween stuff.
Yep.
Like Hiramashima did some, the author of Fairy Tail. I'm just scrolling through. Anime News Network has an awesome article from Tuesday where they collected a bunch of images that were tweeted out by the Japanese mangaka.
Yep.
Food Wars, not the author, but like Food Wars. The Shokugeki Anime tweeted out some treats. Some Halloween-themed treats. Let's see. Grand Blue Fantasy tweeted out some stuff.
I think that's coming back soon.
It is getting a second season, which is very exciting. Who else? Kuroko's Basketball tweeted out something. I mean, it's a little weird, but go for it. Yep. I already talked about Hiramashima. Lucy is dressed up as Happy. It's hilarious. Urza is got like a cat pumpkin head thing on and is sitting on a pumpkin. And I know it's Urza because there's nobody else it could be. And then he also put out one of Sabretooth, all dressed up more chibi style. So it's got Sting as a vampire. Looks like Rogue is a cat. Yeah, it's hilarious. Frosh is a little pumpkin ghost thing. Lecter's is a mummy. Yeah, Minerva's got like a skeleton thing on. Yeah.
It happens.
I mean, it's adorable. It's just straight up adorable.
It's different cultures adapting to the Halloween tradition.
No, I mean, I'm not complaining about it at all. It looks adorable. Let us see. Yeah, there's some people who posed in Halloween costumes. It was a good time. I mean, Halloween's one of those really fun things or holidays that kind of brings the world together a little bit.
I know. I was wearing orange and black.
You always wear orange, so that's not. No, you don't get a pass on that.
But I was wearing black.
You wear black a lot too, with your orange. So I'm just saying that doesn't exactly give you a pass.
Well, I wear orange 24/7.
I know you do, and you sleep in orange, and your room is covered in orange. It's yeah.
My mother says this to me a lot when I come back home.
Yeah,
we have more orange lint than any other house lord.
Yes, I would say that is absolutely true. Like he's literally almost head to toe orange right now. But such is an orange life. Let us see. I'm not really a lot of what I'm finding right now is just a bunch of reviews for currently airing anime, and we could talk about it, but
it's been a slow anime week. Let's just put it that way.
It's been a very slow anime week.
It's been a slow week in general.
Very fast Pokemon week, and it's still picking up.
Well, that, yes, which is a good thing, but at the same time, it's been a slow, dreary, miserable week.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much more I can say.
I feel like it was.
The Switch has reached 7.6 million sold globally. So, let's see.
It's going up.
It has sold 7.63 million. The Nintendo 3DS has sold 68.98 million. The Wii U sold 13.56 million. The Wii sold 101.63 million. And the Nintendo DS, and this is including all the variations, by the way, 154.02 million. Yep. Software sales have also jumped to 27.48 million for the Switch. Can you guess the top game that has been sold?
Probably Mario.
No. Think back to the beginning of the Switch.
Oh, Legend of Zelda.
Yep. Number 2,
Probably Mario.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Odyssey hasn't been out long enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 3,
Probably Warriors.
no. Splatoon 2. Number 4,
I'm gonna go with probably either Punch, meaning Punch.
the ARMS.
Yeah.
Nope. It is 1-2 Switch. ARMS is at number 5. Yeah, ARMS was fun, but like once you played it for a while,
I can understand why 1-2 Switches are up there higher than ARMS because people take it to conventions.
oh yeah, 1-2 Switch is a great like multiplayer game. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I don't own it, but like I don't have time.
It's interesting, especially when you're playing with your family table tennis in an invisible table.
Oh, that's really funny.
It gets competitive.
You know what? I bet you it does. Let's see. Anything else from this week?
Plus, they keep releasing new updates for it, which gives you new games.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's the kind of DLC I love. Like, it's included with the game, and you just have to keep playing the game to get all the DLC. Seems legit. Don't you think?
Yeah. Not to mention they're going completely nuts when it comes to amiibos.
Yeah. Apparently, in Mario Odyssey, the Peach amiibo lets you do some really cheaty things.
All of them do.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about it because, again, don't own it, but
You want to play it.
I do want to play it. But, like, I don't need to go out and buy it right this instant. Like, it's something I can put on the back burner for a little while.
So far, the reviews say it's on par with Mario 64.
Really? Let us see. It's got 10s just across the board. I mean, so did Breath of the Wild, so I mean, it must be really, really cool. Yeah, Kotaku put out an article. Peach Amiibo lets you cheat like heck at Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, Super Mario Odyssey has become the fastest selling Mario game ever.
Yep.
In the US and Europe, at least.
Yep.
That's great. That's just great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, good on you, Nintendo. You're putting out some really good stuff.
And everybody's waiting for the next big game, which happens to be released in December 1st.
Which one?
Xenoblade 2.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm hesitant about it because Xenoblade Chronicles X was a letdown. It was just a letdown.
They said they took all the mistakes from that game and the mistakes from the first game and made it better.
They say that with every game, though, you know?
Yes.
So I'm a little hesitant.
But Monolith actually helped with Legend of Zelda.
That's true, I think. But, yeah, only time will tell. I'm not going to go buy it immediately.
No, I'm going to wait a little.
Yeah, and you know what? They made a horrible mistake with the soundtrack in the special edition of the last Xenoblade. Came on a hard drive. That didn't work.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I think that at least the new one.
Now they have CDs, yes.
Now they have CDs.
Which, speaking of that, oh my god. When I bought my I've already talked about this, but like my Fire Emblem Warriors special edition came with 3D CDs, and they're so good. The music in that game is phenomenal. Like, hands down, just so good.
You were going to play them on Tuesday, but then sickness.
Yeah, I was going to play them on the White Nerdy Show on Tuesday, but then, I was sick in bed for almost a week. So yeah.
Which is a logical excuse.
It's a thing. You know what I did when I was lying in bed? You know what I was doing?
Probably listening.
I was just watching TV. But I rediscovered RuneScape. You remember that game?
You mean the game that everybody thought that would died?
Yeah, you mean the game that actually never died?
Became better?
Yeah, it's been around since 2001. I've probably been playing since 2003 or 4.
Yeah.
It is the game that will keep on living. It's an MMO that's been around longer than World of Warcraft.
And it's getting the same status as Fate.
Fate? What? I don't know that one.
It's another one of those freeware games.
Yeah, I mean, I have some gripes with the new one. Membership is now $10 a month. It used to be $5. So yeah, that's a bit cheaty.
But they leveled everything.
They made it a lot more modern. The thing I don't like is they put in this whole like basically skill system like you have in World of Warcraft where you have different abilities you can do. But they also gave you the option to turn that off.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And I think they actually have servers where only people who have what they call legacy mode activated can play on. So, I might jump on one of those, but at the same time, I've been on the same world for a while, and I kind of like it. But the great thing about it is that you can jump worlds, and guess what? Doesn't matter. It's the same character. And just today, I was able to recover my first character all the way back from 2000, whenever I made him, and it was great. Like, and I jumped on, and I was like, wow, I got a lot further with this guy than I thought I did. Huh. Like, I have levels in the farming skill, which I was a member at one point. I'm not ashamed to say I paid money for this game at some point. But like the farming skill just had come out, and I was a member, and like I played with that, and I've got ranks in that, and then like I can't use it now, obviously, because I'm not a member, but
it's still
whatever. Yeah, no, they did some really funny stuff when they transferred over my account, though. Like I've got weird stuff in my bank.
Yeah.
Like, really weird. Like, I've got armor in there that I don't remember ever getting. Like, ever.
It probably shifted and the code changed throughout the different generations.
And then it became something else.
Yes,
yeah. I'm sure that's what happened, but I mean, I don't want it because it's the evil god's armor, and I want, like, the nature god's armor because it's cooler.
Well, you can sell it.
I could, but again, I'm not really using that character because I put all this time and effort into a new character, and I kind of like it. And
well, you can make money that way.
Yeah, you could, yes. But I'm also not going to cheat because, like, I'm doing things all on my own. It's that kind of gamer's pride thing.
I understand that.
Yeah.
When you first beat the game on merit alone, and then you go back and
cheat,
have fun.
Oh yeah. Like, I beat Skyrim twice with 2 different builds, and then I modded the ever-living crap out of it.
That's what most gamers do after.
Actually, no, I didn't do that first. I played with console commands. And I was like, what if I started with 100 enchanting? Who knows? What if I started with 100 smithing? We'll find out. Things like that. And, I really want this item. Type. Yep, got it. Cool. Ha. What would happen if I started out with full dragon plate? We'll find out. Ooh. Yeah, it's not cool. You just annihilate the ever-living crap out of everybody. It's great, actually. What am I saying?
But gamer pride, you first play the game until
you beat the game without cheating first, of course.
And then you go back and like, okay. That's what I did with Sunshine.
Oh, with Super Mario Sunshine? Then you did the glitchy runs and things like that?
No, I actually had an action replay.
So you took it even a step further.
Yeah, I turned the gravity off.
You monster. So you basically no-clipped?
Well, let's just say Rocket was fun.
You probably never came down.
Oh, I came down, but it looked like a meteor.
That's hilarious. That is just so funny. And then there was that thing you could do with, like, no fall damage, right?
Yeah. And then spinning in 0G.
Oh, that's fun. That's kind of fun.
And with the 0G off, and but first I beat the game legitly, and then
of course.
And then I did all of this, and then I'm like, I wonder if I can jump the town. I can jump the town.
You can jump the town. Super Mario Sunshine was one of those games that was just so good.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find now.
There's elements of it in Odyssey, apparently.
There's elements of a lot of old games in Odyssey, apparently. I don't know much about it, and I don't want to talk too much about it. So,
Yeah, it's fine. But it's like, okay.
Yeah.
They took all the best Mario games and put it into that game. And you wonder why it's selling so well. Because people...
Mario Odyssey?
Yeah. Especially when you add the new mechanic of taking control of people.
I know. You know what? You know what's tomorrow?
What?
BlizzCon.
Yes, BlizzCon is a thing tomorrow.
Yeah, BlizzCon 2017 for people who like Blizzard games.
That means Overwatch and all the rest of them.
Overwatch, World of Warcraft.
Heroes of the Storm.
Yep. Hearthstone.
Which actually got a decent... at E3 got an animatic for their entire board, which I'm like, what?
StarCraft 2 is on there.
Yep.
Interesting. You know, it's...
You never know what's going to come out of Blizzard.
You know, Blizzard is just a money grab at this point. They're like, what can we charge people for and what will they pay for? Well, apparently everything. Because you can buy like $80 virtual ticket to go to BlizzCon, and you know what you get? Like some digital content for World of Warcraft and StarCraft. You don't get much.
No, you don't.
And you can live stream it. You know where else you can live stream it?
The internet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which they'll probably do.
Well, no, they won't do it officially. But you know.
People have ways.
People have ways. And so it's a little silly to pay for it. I mean, that's just me.
Well, yeah, BlizzCon is a thing.
It is, and it is tomorrow and Saturday, it looks like.
Yep. And Sunday's daylight savings time.
Yeah. I didn't know that until you told me, but like, yeah.
We get an extra hour.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I know. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. It's tomorrow Sunday at 2 a.m. You know what they're going to do? You know what happens every year at the end of daylight savings, right?
Yeah.
The 1 hour video game challenge.
Yep.
Where you literally make a video game. Actually, it's a 0-minute video game challenge. You make it in 0 hours. It's what it really is you have an hour because once it hits 1 a.m.
Yep.
Then you have an hour before it hits 1 a.m. again.
Yep.
Because that's how it works.
Yep.
And people program a game within that 1 hour.
Yeah, it's the Game Jill Challenge, I think.
I don't know who started it, but I know a few people that I knew did it.
Some of the weirdest indie games have come out of that game.
Oh, no, you don't get anything that, like, in-depth. But...
I mean, shells of the game, of demo games.
Yeah, I mean, what you mostly get are a bunch of Flash games and stuff like that.
Yeah, some strange ones, too.
I mean, it's really late at night, and you're programming. Actually, that's pretty normal for programmers, isn't it?
Yes. They're basically vampires.
Well, aren't nerds kind of that way, too?
True.
A little bit?
Little bit.
Yeah.
The light, it burns.
A little bit. Sometimes. I don't know.
No, it might be a bad sign when it actually starts to burn.
Well, yeah, the sunlight will technically burn everybody. It just depends on how fair your skin is.
I should know, because I am...
You probably burn so good.
Yeah, this is why I have 50 FPS on me.
SPF, you mean?
Yes.
You don't have 50 frames per second. You have 50 sun protection factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 plus, because, otherwise I burn.
They say over 35 does nothing.
They lie.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say that because you wouldn't use it unless you had to.
Yeah.
So,
I did try 30 and then I burnt.
I believe you, but you're like mostly Scots-Irish.
Yeah.
And that leads to that. I mean, really. All right. Oh, so apparently the Doom universe and the Wolfenstein universe are connected.
Yep.
And Wolfenstein 2 apparently adds a bunch of new hints for that.
Yep.
But I didn't go into it because I'm eventually going to want to play both Doom and Wolfenstein 2 all the way to completion.
You mean on the Switch?
Yeah, I do mean on the Switch because they're coming to it.
Another game that's actually got released and nobody's been mentioning it. It was Stardew.
Stardew Valley?
Yep.
Did that really get released? No, people have been talking about it. I've seen Kotaku talking about it for a while.
But apparently it's going to be on the Switch too.
It is on the Switch.
So,
I'm looking at it right now. No, it's already out on the Switch. It came out October 5th for the Switch.
Yep.
That's something I might actually take a look at. Yeah.
So it just snuck by.
It did sneak in, but you got to remember it was in the wake and in the area of a bunch of really good games.
Yeah, and some of the indie games that are coming to the Switch have already been play tested, and some of them are just like, why did you make this?
Stardew Valley came out actually in February of last year.
No, not the game. I like Stardew Valley and everything like that, but the one I'm talking about is Cat Quest.
Cat Quest?
Yes.
What?
It's coming to the Switch. I'm like, no.
Wait, hold on. Apparently you can be a vintner and a brewer in Stardew Valley.
Yes, they added that.
I'm going to go buy a game I shouldn't buy. What? I'm not gonna farm. All I'm gonna do is make booze.
So you're basically gonna make your character in Stardew.
I'm gonna make a lot of my characters. Yeah, but you can't be a dwarf, so no. But yes, I'm gonna be a brewer. I should really become a brewer. I really it's like not like alcohol. Yeah, it's good and tasty if it's good alcohol, but like I really love the science behind it. It really do. It's really fascinating.
You know, you can make some of the old stuff which nobody likes to make anymore.
Like what?
Mead.
Mead? Actually, I live right near a meadery, so it's pretty popular. But mead is more of a honey wine nowadays, other than like traditional mead, which was
honey.
No, it was. But it wasn't exactly a wine. It was more of a
thick.
Yeah, it was thicker. It was more of a spiced drink rather than a wine.
I'm talking like the Viking mead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going at. Let's see what else. I don't know. I really would like to. I'd love to distill. You know, make different liquors and things like that.
Come to here, this state has a bunch of them.
Yeah, well, we both live in states where breweries and distilleries and meaderies are well accepted. No wineries though, because are there up in northern Vermont? Interesting.
And also down this valley.
Really? Huh. Oh no, actually, I totally knew that. It just slipped my mind. Yes, so good area for it, I suppose. But. You know, when you think about like wine, you think about California and France and that
no, we have well, it was because the Italians, when they came over here and everything like that, they brought their grapes with them.
I mean, yeah.
And then it became a weed, and now people are trying to make, you know.
I doubt it became a weed, but I get your point.
It's an invasive species.
Technically, I guess.
A little bit.
I don't know. So yeah.
And a bit of news that happened, recently, and it's Vermont's finally getting a Target.
Like the store Target?
Yes.
Huh. I don't know how that's nerdy or anything, but like, huh. Actually, so funny story about Target. I went there a couple weeks ago. Remember when I texted you? I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go to Target," and you're like, "Why are you telling me?" I'm like, "Because do you want the Charizard code?" You're like, "No, I don't know what you mean." So then I went and I said, "Hey, where are the Charizard?" And I turned around and I'm like, "Never mind." And they were just laid out on a table, like just in the stack. And like, I'm like, I could literally take this whole stack and nobody would stop me. But I didn't because I'm a respectful human being. And I'm glad I got there before somebody actually did that.
Mm-hmm. And then sold them at wholesale.
Yeah, sold them. Do people do that?
Yeah, they do.
That's so stupid because they expire. Like you have like a week or two to use them.
I know, but that's how they make money.
I guess, but that's really stupid. I guess for people in other countries, maybe.
No, like the whole amiibo incident with Rosalina.
Yeah, that was a little messed up. For those of you who don't know, somebody literally bought almost in all of them.
Yeah,
and destroyed them. because he hated that character.
Yep.
That's how the story goes anyway. Not sure if that's actually true, but it's the popular internet myth.
Well, he stole a few of them. Then he realized that I can make money out of this.
I mean, yeah, and that's why stores started putting limits on how many somebody could buy. I wish they still did that.
Yes. But you never know.
Yeah. It is sad but true because amiibos, like, you don't think about it, but they're really cool collectibles. Like, oh, they're just little figures. Actually,
they have a lot of things.
They are really detailed and really high quality for $13. Like, I've bought anime figures that are less detailed and far more expensive than amiibos. And I was like, wow. And my amiibos actually do stuff in my games. So, like, kind of what's the better buy? And this is coming from somebody who has probably 100 of them.
Equivalently, they're like DLCs that you can keep reusing.
They are. It's not DLC. It's something else.
It's something else. But
it's accessories. It's an accessory that just keeps on giving. And they can be used in different games. Like, that's the coolest part.
And people are thinking, well, people are thinking, why did Nintendo... They weren't the first.
No, they weren't. It was Skylanders, wasn't it?
No. Think back farther.
How far?
Disney.
Infinity came out after Skylanders, though.
Was it? Yeah, Skylanders were the first.
Yeah, they were. I mean, technically, if you want to even go further back, the e-reader for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
That was a thing that happened, and Nintendo did do that. And the Pokemon cards back in the day that had the e-reader codes on them.
You mean the swipe things?
Yeah. I do mean that, yes. So, yeah. I mean, those cards right now are actually super expensive. They're super sought after.
I think I still have a few.
Well, you should hold on to them. I don't know why they're so sought after. I think
because they're Pokemon cards, but they have the thingy that you can actually...
people didn't actually use it because it destroyed the card.
No.
Like, it scuffed up and ruined the card. But... yeah. I don't know. It must be just a collector's thing. Like, I know if I have my old base set cards.
And there's only a few of them, of those sets that only came out during the Nintendo Power Up magazines. When
there were those promos, too, yeah. I missed that magazine. I really, really
Which are really rare now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because nobody's selling them, because everybody wants to hold on to them, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, go back. I missed Nintendo Power. That was a great magazine.
Yep.
I don't know why it ended.
Funding.
Maybe, but like it had switched hands a few times and then it
dropped in quality.
A little bit, I guess.
But on the one thing that did add was you can add all the people that worked at Nintendo with their Amiibo, with their Miis.
Oh, I do remember that. But that wasn't really Amiibo things. That was like download them.
Mind you, yes, but later on, that whole process and all of that stuff later inspired what we have now for all the Mii's games.
Oh, yeah, like QR codes. Like, I mean, all way back in the Wii, yeah, the Mii's, that was probably one of the smartest things I've ever done. It put you in the game.
Yep.
And that was really cool. I still love making Mii's and putting me in the game.
The only other thing that actually came out, which was a direct, was the Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah. Animal Crossing has a mobile game, or will have one.
Late this month.
I think. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is what it is called. It comes out, actually, it's already out. Came out a week ago. Yeah, came out a week ago. Apparently, it's pretty good. It's like Animal Crossing in your pocket at a campground.
Well, you become a camp manager.
Yeah, something like that. I'm going to take a look at the website. That's probably the fastest way to do this.
It's like New Leaf. Instead of being a mayor of town, you become a manager of a camp.
Yeah, let's see. I want to know more information about this. About the game. Let's click on that tab. Why don't we? In Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, it's up to you to build a fun campsite for you and your friends to enjoy. Okay. So yeah, you're building a campground, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
They brought back the Nooks.
The Nooks have always been there. They will never go away.
The more annoying ones.
Which ones? The triplets?
The triplets and the father.
You mean the uncle?
Yeah, yeah. And then they put in other ones which make redesign your
Yeah.
van.
So apparently there's got like crafting stuff, and you can do what you do in Animal Crossing, and like
All your favorite characters are back.
apparently, yeah. I mean, I never remember all the village.
And it's so easy to make money now.
Is it?
Well, in-game money.
Okay, yeah. Have you played it?
No, but I've looked at the direct, and it was actually kind of interesting.
So apparently you get a camper.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That you can make it into a double layer camper.
Yeah, and you can customize the outside of it, and like, that's really cool. I think it's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily download it. Actually, I don't actually think it is out. I think they lied about when it was out.
They said late November.
Yeah, late November. Yeah, it lied. The internet lied. Are you surprised though, Orange?
It's the internet. It's a toxic community.
Not all of it,
But if you turn against it, they will go after you.
yeah, but this is just Wikipedia being stupid.
Well, it's wiki for you.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty okay, but not like great.
True.
You might get a kick out of this. Some modder added a portal gun to Super Mario 64.
I can see it. Because there's certain areas in 64 that you couldn't get to.
Right. I want to see. I'm just going to look and see what, because Kotaku pointed, did it, an article on it. And let's see. That's amazing. You can use it in stages. Yep.
That's good, because some of the stages to get some of the stars is like, how do I get up there?
Yeah. Apparently, you can. So you know Koopa the Quick?
Yeah.
You can trap it, like in the first to like race him. You can trap him with the portals.
Vroom.
Vroom. Yep. So that you automatically win. Yep.
That works.
It does technically work. It very much works. There's a video that goes along with it. I'm not going to watch it now because we're talking.
Yeah. But it exists.
It exists and it's hilarious. I want to play it, but at the same time, like, maybe I don't.
How long it's going to last? That's the problem.
Oh, I mean, it's a mod for a game that's been emulated for ages at this point.
Yeah.
It'll last for a while, I'm sure. And because it's already on the internet, that means it's gonna exist.
Yeah, this is true.
There's no way to not exist, with that. Anyway, let's see. Let's looking around.
Well, that's coming out soon too. I don't know when, but that reminded me of something.
Oh, what?
Full Metal Alchemist live action movie.
December? Or did it already come out in October?
No, it's coming out in December, I think.
I can look it up.
Apparently, there's a full trailer out already for it.
There is. It is going to come out December 1st. And also, they're going to show it at New York Anime Convention on November 19th.
Yep.
Which is really cool. Like, really, really cool. But, like, I'm not going to go because, of course, I can't go.
Yeah, no.
Why would I be able to go?
I'm just pointing it out there.
I know. And it looks pretty good for a live action film. Because, of course, it is, because Japan made it.
It's Japan made it. Speaking of that topic, that's why it's like, I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Warner Brothers bought more rights to things.
I know. It's going to be just, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
It's going to.
It makes me sad.
This is where Hollywood is trying to get into the whole, anime niche market.
They really shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like really,
It didn't work
really
with
shouldn't?
Death Note. Stop trying.
I know.
The reason why I brought that up is because a few days ago, or like maybe a week ago, what happened. Well, actually, no, it actually happened on Monday. Netflix is going to release more anime titles,
Oh.
original anime titles, and movies,
Interesting.
trying to help the anime community.
Okay.
But it doesn't help the fact that some of the things that they have are anime-like, but not anime.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I'm still mad at Netflix for the Death Note.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
You want to hear another terrible one that they did?
What?
Neo Yoko.
I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was basically if you took New York City and threw it into an anime world, but with aristocracy and the rich running everything.
I mean, that sounds just like regular New York, to be perfectly honest with
The
you.
protagonist of this thing, it works for an organization that deals with the devils and everything like that, and has a robot butler.
Why not? Why?
And he has
Not.
pink hair.
Huh?
And he has pink hair.
Hey, did you know your son's an anime protagonist? Oh, God, I once saw a really awful cartoon. Because you know the trope that anime protagonists' mothers are always dead?
Yep.
There was like, somebody wrote a comic. I don't remember where I saw it, but like, congratulations, it's a baby boy. And then the doctor looks at the mother. I've got some really bad news. It's a protagonist. And the doctor pulls out a gun. Because, you know, tragic death of the mother always happens. Yeah, it was awful. But like, that really kind of dark humor awful.
But it's like the other thing that was the a fan meme thing is like, point out all the protagonists because it's all the different colored hair of all the different animes. I'm like,
yeah, you should come around and look at this orange really quick because you all know who, Windows has Cortana, which is like the, it's like the voice thing. And
actually, I have that and I've messed around with it because there's some fun tricks you can do with Cortana.
Right. Well, there's somebody just posted a meme and it was the Scooby-Doo gang. Let's see who you really are, Cortana. They pull off the icon and it's Old Man Clippy. So for those of you who don't remember, Clippy was the clip, like the paperclip, who was the Microsoft Word like tutorial helper thing.
Yes, and if you one of the fun things you could do with Cortana, the one that with Windows, is you can say about Clippy, and she's like, "Oh, he's retiring."
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's one of the lines, and the other one is like, if you say anything about Master Chief, that gets funny.
Oh, does it? Right, because Cortana's the AI in Halo or something like that.
Yes.
I see. Interesting.
And she also knows about Suri.
About Siri? Oh, no. Really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
It gets interesting because apparently if you have Cortana and a Siri going on at each other, they will talk to each other.
Really? Oh, I think I saw somebody post a meme about that. Or was it a YouTube video?
And it's interesting. It's like, wow, that's disturbing.
Really? Yeah, I guess that would be kind of disturbing, wouldn't it?
Both AIs talking to each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that.
Cortana is a little bit better and more speech recognition.
Well, the Google one is the best one out of them.
Yeah.
I think.
That would be weird if you get a triangle going on.
What about 4 with the Amazon Alexa?
Ugh. No, thank you.
The AIs are taking over, except it's not really AI. It's kind of like...
It
is kind of AI, isn't it?
No, it's more like it is AI, but it's like the same equivalent of Mass Effect AI, which is the dumbed down version of a thing.
Yeah,
A VI, basically.
Yeah, well, VI meaning virtual intelligence,
Yeah.
as opposed to artificial.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because you with Alexa, you can actually you can program your entire house and set it up through the Amazon Alexa, and then you can do the same thing with Google.
Yeah, Google Home or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so. And you could do the same with Cortana.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Microsoft Home.
Hey, you know Hershey's, like that chocolate company?
You mean
the really famous one?
The one that I've been to once, and boy, I've seen the actual...
Oh, you went to Hershey Park?
I went to Hershey Park, and I also went to the actual factory store.
Oh, yeah. Which one, the one in New York or the one at Hershey?
The one at Hershey.
Okay, yeah. They're apparently, for the first time in, like, since 1995, they're releasing a new candy bar.
Yep.
Like, brand new chocolate bar. It's called Hershey's Gold, and it's peanuts and pretzels. That sounds delicious.
Oh, that sounds like ow.
What do you mean it sounds like ow? It sounds really good. Like, come on. Peanuts and pretzels always go well together. Peanut butter, pretzels. They're delicious, and you know it.
Yes.
And having that in a chocolate bar, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Hershey it's the famous thing where you have a Hershey the size of your head.
Yeah.
Hershey Kiss, I should say.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's also home of the 10-foot-long Twizzler.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, isn't it? Yeah, no.
You got candy on the brain because, Halloween was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't actually do the whole Halloween thing.
No,
I did the whole I'm in my bed sick thing.
Good time to do on Halloween.
Yeah, you know what? I disagree with that statement. It was not fun being sick in bed.
Well, sickness is no fun, but you can make it fun.
By playing... Wait, didn't we start this whole conversation off with RuneScape anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how far we went from that. From RuneScape to Hershey bars. Good job. We are the kings of tangents, I gotta say.
Well, it doesn't help that it's a slow news week.
It is a slow, nerdy news week. I mean, we could have come up with all kinds of topics to talk about, but, like, my brain's mush. I mean...
My brain is just dealing with the things that are old news, new news, interesting news. For instance, Toys R Us is bankrupt.
They're not quite bankrupt yet, aren't they?
They're closing all their stores this Christmas.
No, they're not. I just saw them advertising. Let's see. They're not completely broke, I'm pretty sure.
They're getting there.
I'm looking it up now. Let me see. This is probably a trusted source.
You never know.
Well, to be fair, I've never liked Toys R Us because they always mark up everything.
True.
Like, their amiibos were easily $1 to $2 more expensive than everywhere else. For the same thing.
Yeah, they're going bankrupt and everything like that. So that's interesting. And then I heard a weird theory about one of the people that is like a gamer and all this stuff. Put all the Nintendo stuff in there and amiibos and everything like that, and it will save your cell.
Yeah. So they're not actually closing, apparently. Yeah.
But they are going bankrupt.
They did some weird financial business. I don't know.
But they were.
They were technically bankrupt, but not closing or something. I mean, they're about to make bank because it's holiday season.
This is true.
I mean, their commercials are already like the commercials on the TV, mind you, are already like, yeah, this is already going to happen, and here's the Toys R Us catalog, the famous, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but probably the reason why is because of Amazon.
Maybe, but other companies have managed to survive. So, speaking of companies and stuff, where do you buy your games? Where is like the biggest place you buy your games?
A Nintendo eShop.
Right. What about non-Nintendo games?
Then just go to like either Best Buy or Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a personal fan of Bull Moose, and I'm also a personal fan of hard copy games. I need to have the physical copy.
Well, I do in certain. In
certain cases you do.
Yeah,
but for the most part, you mostly do the digital.
Yeah.
I'm a horrifyingly good collector, so I like to collect stuff.
Well, I do digital, but at the same time, I do other things and things of that, and keep stuff. Like I have stuff from like the my original NES days.
Well, yeah, they don't have they didn't have digital copies back then.
No.
But I really do love Bull Moose, which is a local company where I live in Maine. So I love supporting them because they're local. Amazon is a good place to get special editions because the problem with the local companies is that they don't get treated fairly by their distributors.
Oh, if you're talking books and things like that, I go to the Barnes & Noble that still exists.
Yeah, apparently that company is still around. Didn't know that, but I was talking just like nerdness in general.
Yeah.
So games, my manga, again, Bull Moose or Amazon.
Well, I live up in the northern half of the state, which has more things, but at the same time, less things. No specialty shops.
That's interesting. I thought they would be more so up there.
You would think.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. But yeah, what was I saying? I really prefer to. I mean, I'm sure you're the same way. Supporting a local business.
Yeah, I like to support local businesses when I can, and that's why I live up in the northern half of Vermont, which is Burlington.
Yeah. But at the same time, Amazon is a great resource because I can get stuff from Japan.
Yeah, everybody's switched to shopping online now.
A lot of people have, but I really like going and seeing things. Like a lot of times I don't know what I want until I go into someplace and see it.
My family.
That's how impulsiveness works.
My mother is the worst defense at that.
Oh, really?
She either buys from QVC, Zulily, or Amazon.
Online stuff?
All online distributors.
I mean, she doesn't want to go out, I'm sure.
Exactly, because, we live up there, and traffic's interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
City living.
Yeah.
There's a rush hour.
Yeah, that's weird. But, yeah, what was I saying? I was saying something about something.
Buying stuff.
Yeah, buying stuff. I do that way too much, but at the same time, I like buying stuff.
But you're a avid collector.
I am an avid collector. I mean, I don't. Oh, the thing nerd swag, just in general, nerd swag.
Nerd swag.
So like things you don't like buy from a store necessarily, like anime figures,
things of that nature.
Yeah, art and stuff like that. I mean, I mostly buy that stuff at conventions.
I buy it at at stores like local public, mom and pop bookstores.
If they have that kind of stuff, but they a lot of times just don't.
They tend to do where I live.
That's really cool.
That's how I got my calendars.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking like anime figures. Do they sell them there?
Not really.
Yeah, so like Amazon's good for that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I really like seeing in person what I'm getting. So conventions are the place to get that kind of stuff.
The last time I've been to a convention was, I want to say a couple of years.
Yeah.
But that's because I've been busy.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. I always go to one every year. So, and actually I told you about this, and I told the nice people who are listening about how my car got famous for like 10 minutes on the Instagram of this con because the PR guy saw it. It was really cool. I was like, yes. And like I'm gonna roll up and be like, that's right, I'm in my Nerdmobile. Yeah, this Subaru's a nerdaroo. Nerdaroo. Can I make that happen?
As long as you don't make it a re-joke.
Nerdaroo. Woo! The Nerdaroo's rolling into town.
Because the odd thing about that is the re-joke because the main character of that is Subaru.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
That's why I've said, don't make a re-joke.
I wasn't going to. I didn't even know that until you told me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, good times, good times.
Slow loveliness.
Oh, yeah. It really is a nice... I really do enjoy the slow weeks. Not for the talk show, obviously. It's really hard to talk without something to talk about and topics to bring up. But at the same time, it's nice on a just personal level to have time to think. Like, just in general, thinking and not having to worry about work or school or things of that nature is just lovely. Don't you agree?
It's good to have a day that you can just do basically a break.
Yeah, and this weekend's going to be even better because I'm going to go home and
share the sickness.
I'm not going to share the sickness. I'm going to keep this all to myself.
Yeah, you say that now.
That's not how germs work, silly. Yeah, no, I'm not going to share the sickness if I can help it. No, I'm going to go home. I'm going to relax, not think about stuff, enjoy my Pokemon movie, and play some Pathfinder, go shopping for nerdy stuff, go out and eat some real food. And it's just going to be a good time. Just in general. I mean, that's it. This is going to be a good time.
As far as nerd swear goes, most of it, the stuff that I gotten over the years is stuff that I've been given.
Yeah. My parents don't know the first thing about nerdness. So, like, they never gave anything like that because they just didn't know. They still don't know, frankly.
My parents, on the other hand, they were both nerds because they grew up with the original Star Trek.
Well, I mean, so did my parents, but they never watched it.
No, my watched a lot of it.
Well, yeah, clearly your parents watched it. I mean, your parents also, like, bought the NES, right, when it came out?
Yeah, because my mom loves the old stuff.
So, did she have an Atari? Did she have all the old stuff like that?
She had an Atari, but her favorite game on the NES was Bubble Bubble.
Bubble Bubble? I mean, she's probably really good at it.
Yes. Yes.
God.
That is a game. That is a game. Let's just put it that way.
It is a game. Yeah, that is an accurate description for it.
It's Tycho.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun game when it came out. It with a dinosaur that blows bubbles and captures things.
Yeah. Yeah, Bubble Bubble. Yeah.
It's a classic game.
Came out in 1986.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, she must be really, really good. Yeah, she's definitely got to be really good at it.
Yeah. The second favorite game that actually came out, which was for the Super Nintendo, was Donkey Kong Country.
That is a really good game. Like, it's just a good game.
And now that I play it like the original thing, and she's like, "How can you get past the minecart level?"
Oh my God, that's evil. It's just such an evil level.
I can get past it.
Can you?
With one life.
Oh. I haven't done it in so long, I doubt I could do it.
That's just like riding a bike.
Maybe.
It's a theory out there in the games of the old...
Muscle memory, yeah, sure.
Muscle memory.
Well, like, I was going back to when I play, like, Gold and Silver, when those came out on the 3DS again.
Yep.
Remember that, like, a couple weeks ago? We were all excited about it. Now we've moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Like, I remembered everything. I was like, okay, yeah. The problem I had, the biggest problem was Heart Gold and Soul Silver was more recent for me than Gold and Silver.
Because Gold and Silver is the original stuff.
It's not, well, it's the second generation, so it's...
But it's...
2000?
Yeah, but in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they changed a few things.
They did. They changed a few things around. They added some stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is this part. Nope, actually, wait, I remember now. It's not. It's this. Because they changed everything. Woo!
So you're playing the original Gold and Silver.
Yeah, no, I mean, I played it when it first came out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It came out, and that Christmas, I had it in my Game Boy Color. Because Game Boy Color game. But, yeah.
I wonder if my brick still works.
I'm going to answer that for you, yes. Unless, if you left the batteries in it, maybe not. But if you didn't,
No.
yes.
With the old stuff, I take out the batteries.
You should do that with everything because batteries, for those of you who do not know, will corrode the ever-living crap out of electronics.
And explode.
Potentially, but not usually.
I'm talking like old batteries.
Potentially, but not usually.
Especially when you put them in storage.
Potentially, but not usually. I'm just going to keep saying that because it's true. So, yeah. But yeah, there was Game Boys that got blown up in the Gulf War, and they work.
And
so,
it's the original thing which had 60 FPS.
yeah, remember that whole, oh, my game is 60 FPS. Guess who was doing that back in the 90s?
Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, the graphics weren't the same, but still, like, it's still hilarious that the Game Boy is 60 FPS. It makes me so happy.
And now it's like 100 and something.
No, I don't think it is.
Maybe it's 700 and something, I think.
The Switch is 720p and can go up to 980 on TVs?
Yeah.
Something along that lines?
Or 1080p if you have a decent flat screen.
No, I think the Switch is locked out at like 980 or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just for the sake of running the game smoothly.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. And you would never know. I mean, like...
No, the one thing I do when I do go back home is like play it on the TV, but since it's a flat screen, it has different settings.
Yep.
I put it on movie mode.
See, I like game mode on my TV. It actually works a little bit better.
Because it's cinematic, and so when you have those cutscenes that are cinematic...
Yeah, that must be really cool. I don't know. I've tried it on all the different settings, but...
You know.
Game setting seems to work pretty good for me. Let's see.
Thinking.
There's a lot of stuff that didn't happen this week. And so it's getting tough to figure out what to talk about. Also, two people can only talk about so much.
Before we run out of ideas.
Exactly. What do you think about all the anime that's being remade?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like, I kind of like it, but at the same time, I wonder if it's appealing to those who loved the originals.
Yeah, like how they resurrected a few series that should have stayed dead.
Yeah. But I mean, most recently, Kino's Journey.
Yeah.
Like, that's still airing.
Yeah.
I wonder what's changed and what's the same. You know, not having watched the original series or this new one, I wouldn't know. But,
plus, with all the actual, like, Miyazaki films coming out.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Miyazaki's final, quote-unquote, film.
Because he came out of retirement.
Yeah. It's supposedly going to be called How Do You Live Like This or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the exact title, but I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh, Miyazaki.
Because he's like, okay, I'm going to release all these things. And apparently sequels as well.
Maybe.
No, there's some hidden sequels that actually came out that we forgot about.
Yep.
In the Miyazaki films.
Yeah. Okay, so the title of it is Kimitachi wa do ikiru ka, which translates to How Do You Guys Live? ?
Yeah.
So that's going to be hilarious.
Came out of retirement because, you know, it's like, everybody making movies now. I'm going to make one more.
These people aren't making movies that are good enough. My turn to step in. Like, good job, Miyazaki. You do that. And please don't ever retire, except you're really old, so you totally should retire.
Except Studio Ghibli and Level 5 have been working on that game, which is supposed to come out eventually.
Which one?
Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh, isn't that already out, Ni no Kuni?
Ni no Kuni, yes. Ghibli Animation and Level 5 teamed up together to create a interesting RPG universe.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni 2 is supposed to come out in January 19th.
Yes. So the first game was wow.
Is it? That's not on the Switch, is it?
No.
No.
It was like for PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, I should probably pick it up.
It's an interesting game. I'll just put you that way.
Yep.
It's in the same... some of the Ghibli stuff is actually in the game.
Is it really?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not going to say what.
It was originally put out in 2010, Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
It was 2017. The platform of origin was the Nintendo DS, actually. If you can find it for the DS, like, I can do that.
But yeah. So it's...
I wonder if it's on the eShop. Probably not.
I don't know. But it is an interesting game. It has the same art style as anything from a Ghibli film. And it's level 5.
Really?
Yes. So...
That's really good.
when it comes to RPGs, there's only a certain number of them that actually are good. Companies, I mean. Like, Level 5 is one of them.
Really?
Atlas is another.
Right.
And so is Square Enix.
Yeah, and of course, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Let us see. Oh, that's fine. I mean, it's about time to wrap up anyway. Any final thoughts?
Be sure to change your clock.
Fair enough. So, thank you so much for listening. Sorry it was a little slow this week. I mean, I'm sick. He's mush. He's not sick, and I am mush. But
It doesn't help.
We had a fun time.
It was a fun time.
That was a really good time. That's all I'm saying. So, last thoughts. You don't have anything. Oh, yeah, change your clocks. Make sure you pay attention to that. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This has been DJ Frost.
DJ Orange.
And you have been listening to Talkin' Nerdy, that nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me. Have yourselves a great night, and we will see you next week.